as the whole thing goes. Okay, so you see I've entered in call resonator here. You'll see I've got the set ID in right here, Kazuki Takahashi, and 1996, and then a random serial number. Okay, next thing, if you're doing other cards, if you're going to do them in black and white like I do, I would always have this set on rare for the rarity. Then to make this a spell, you just click on that little tab there, which, if I can actually get it there. Okay, so we got it set as a spell. It's a normal spell, so you don't have to click on any of these, so it's just none. Then you do upload, and then click on browse. Then you click on the image that you want, and then you click on upload. Then, to get the effect, just to make sure you got accuracy, I suggest copying and pasting. And I believe that's everything that you actually would really need. So you hit button generate down here, and you get this little image here for it. At this point, I copy the image, and then go into Microsoft Word. Which here in a second I'm going to have to exit out of part of this. There it is. Okay. At this point, you'll paste the card that you're doing into there, and then you'll want to change the size because it's too large. Which, if you got the size to fit or the lock aspect ratio thing locked in, all you got to do is change the height to 3.38, and the width should be around 2.27, which will make it the proper size. Just to show you also another trick I've learned after doing a lot of work with this, when you're dealing with having to do multiple cards, which I suggest doing multiples, you'll find out if you're on the default settings, you only can fit four of the cards on each page. So let's say you're doing 9, you're going to be doing 3 pages worth. Well, I suggest, instead of wasting the paper, changing the margins to something like 0.25 all around or whatever, so you can actually get 9 cards on a single page. It's a whole lot more efficient. So, as well, I should mention, if you're going to do this in black and white like I do, longer effects, I'm talking really long ones, they get harder to read when you make them, due to the fact of you're dealing with a black and gray scale where you can't really see the black incredibly well. But for smaller effects, it works really well. As well, it's easier to recognize a card by a picture, and in general this format, if you've been playing the game for as long as I have. As well as, you'll get a lot of really good comments by people saying, wow, you're actually putting work into these proxies, basically. I've gotten a lot of nice comments about it. So basically, at this point you would print it off. I'm not hooked up to the printer, so I won't be doing that. Basically, to show you an example of a proxied card, it would basically end up looking like this. As you can see, this is in black and white, and this is a Venatus. If you're paying attention, yeah, I screwed up, which is a common mistake by people when they make proxies. Where it says she's a fiend, she's not actually a fiend, she's a fairy. But it looks just basically like the actual card, except that it's black and white, which is a very effective method. So this is Awesome89 Slicer, hoping that you guys find this useful, and I'll see you guys here in a little bit in some other videos. Awesome89 Slicer signing out.